I guess, Chris, just firstly, your reaction to the news that you'd been reported, and then I suppose after the, going up to Brisbane, doing the testing, and when you found out you were banned, just sort of both reactions at those points.
Yeah, look, to be honest with you, Tom, it came as a shock to the system naturally, and when I got the results back, I was pretty gutted. I was preparing to play a game at the MCG, which is for me something that's really exciting, given the memories that I've had there in winning that title in BBL 05. So I was taken aback at first, but in the 48 hours that have passed since, I've been blown away by the countless number of messages and support that I've received from all corners of the world. It really has been incredibly humbling for me, and I've been able to get some really good perspective on things, and I'm now looking forward to the challenge that lies ahead for me.
What does the next 3 months look like for you, and how do you have an idea how you can correct the action?
Yeah, so obviously, I can still play as a batter, and I've had good conversations with Shane Bond about pushing my case there. So, my season's not necessarily over, which for me is really exciting. It's something that I want to continue working on anyway. So I use this as a real opportunity to work on the all-round aspect of my game. With regards to my bowling, I've had some conversations with my coaches already. We're putting in a really good plan in place that I have a lot of confidence in, that we can make the right steps. The feedback I got from the testing procedure was that it was, marginal and that I can make the changes necessary, and they're very confident in that to be cleared. So for now, it's just about putting the work in and putting some technical changes into my bowling so I can get back doing what I love with the ball in hand.
You sort of copped the penalty on the chin to your credit, but do you think there were other things that could have been looked at? For example, if there was concerns, perhaps trying to address this before the season started. And I know the commentators last night were wondering whether you could have been sent to Chennai, where the ICC has their centre, and not be put out of the game for 3 months. Just in terms of how it's played out, could things have been done differently, do you think?
Look, I think now's time, certainly not to be bitter. As I said, I've been able to get a really good perspective on things, and I respect the process of the testing and the procedure that was undertaken, and now my focus is on getting the right technical changes in place that I know are going to benefit my bowling, not only in the short run to get cleared, but in the long run as well. And I'm really excited about what those changes will bring, and I think it's going to add a new bow to my game as well.
The fact you've played leagues around the world, Caribbean, England, Pakistan, things like that, has that made it even more surprising? It's been picked up now that you've been visible all around the world for quite a few years now bowling, and it's just come now. You haven't felt anything different in the action this season or anything?
I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunities that I've been given, to travel the world playing this great game, the experiences that I've had, and the messages that I've received from the corners of the world as well. To know that the teams that I've played for and the teams that I'm due to play for are right behind me on this is, really encouraging. And as I said, I'm really humbled by it. To reiterate, I'm not bitter about this process at all. I see this 90-day period as a really good opportunity, and I'm excited about the challenge that awaits me to, get my action cleared so that I can get back. It's going to be really tough watching the team play as it was at the MCG on TV the other night, and I'm going to throw my full support behind this team. I think we've made a great start to the competition so far, and I can't wait to see the Thunder Nation out here tomorrow night as well.
What are the prospects of actually getting a bat? I guess on averages it's not that strong in terms of your batting this season. What's been said to you in terms of being a standalone batsman?
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't got the opportunities to bat this season, but usually that's a good thing when you're batting sort of seven in the team on average, because the top order's doing so well. I think you look at Callum Ferguson's numbers, he's had the yellow cap every time he's fielded, so the team's in a really good place with the bat. Last year I got some great opportunities to bat, and I showcased what I got. So, it's one of those things about biding your time, utilising every opportunity you get. If there's opportunities to play for my grade club, it's taking that, batting up the order and scoring some runs. And, I've had some good chats with Shane and Callum and the rest of the team. They know what I can do with the bat. It's just about continuing to develop that. And as I said, I see it as a tremendous opportunity to come back as more and more of a genuine all-rounder.
And where's the next realistic stop if the BBL season is over? Where will you be next, do you think? And where do you see yourself next playing after this 90-day period?
Yeah, I've had some good conversations with Brendan McCullum, my coach at Kolkata Knight Riders, and as I said, he's been incredibly supportive. Venki Menso, their manager's been supportive, and I've had conversations with their assistant coaches as well, and they're willing to stand by me and help me through this. They've offered to take me out and work with their specialists and through the process as well. And you know, I've had contact with Sunil Narayan's overseas bowling coach as well, and you know, I plan on working with some of the best coaches around the world and in Australia on this to get myself sorted and to get back bigger and better.
Have you been given specifics on which delivery is causing the problem, where the actual problem is? Is it with the quicker ball? Is there one delivery specifically?
Well, as I said, I was told it was marginal. My faster ball was the one that was reported, and that was the issue from round the wicket. So it's something I've got to look at, because that's what's been identified, and that's the technical changes that I need to make.
Just with the IPL, is it about 1 week that's included in the 90 days, or do you know how much of that IPL tournament you might come under?
I haven't looked directly at it. I know it pretty much runs right up into it, and you know, as I said, Kolkata have been incredibly supportive at this time. Brendan's been amazing. We spoke on the phone yesterday, and he obviously said some really nice comments about me last night on the commentary, and so you know, my focus at the immediate time is just, you know, implementing those technical changes that I need to make on my bowling.
Has your action ever come under question at all previously in your career thus far, even at lower levels at all?
No, so it hasn't. But you know, as I said, it's not a time to be bitter about it, and everything happens for a reason. Perspective is incredibly powerful, and yeah, I think the changes that I'm looking to make on my bowling are going to be, you know, add value to my game in the long run.
Do you think Dan Christian's tweet, you know, inferred that you might have been throwing it?
I actually haven't seen the tweet. You know, people are always going to have their opinions about you and your game, and he's well entitled to his. But as I said, I'm not bitter about anything. I think the process I went through was incredibly fair, and you know, it's time now to move forward. And as I said, I really do look forward to this challenge that lies ahead.
You've had ambitions of the World Cup next year. I mean, does that now get parked, or is that an actual now real added motivation to see whether you can get this sorted out and still keep a push up for that World Cup next year?
Absolutely. My dream is to play for Australia. I've had some really great messages from selectors and players alike, and coaches and fans, and you know, for them hearing those words and receiving those words of support have really, you know, helped me at this time. And as I said, I'm now really excited. There's so much to look forward to. It's a 90-day training block, if you like, that I can fine-tune my game. I've had a busy 12 months prior to this, where I actually haven't had the time to stop and work on technical aspects of my game. So I see this as a really great window to work on my game and obviously make the changes necessary on my bowling.
Just, I know you haven't seen Dan's tweet directly, but are you disappointed that sort of a fellow professional would, I guess, put something like that out there about a fellow player?
Oh mate, I don't think I can comment on that. It's something that, you know, is completely out of my control. As we see with social media these days, everyone's entitled to their opinion, as you guys are as well. I'm just incredibly grateful for all the support that I've received from the people close to me, you know, from near and afar. And you know, as I said, I don't really have much to say around that.
Just make it last question, guys.
Just with the testing itself, when you went up to Brisbane, what's that experience like? I mean, is there sort of a temptation to try and, I don't know, make a change on the spot to get through the test, or how is the test set up?
Yeah, look, as I said, I think the process that I went through was incredibly fair. Even the people testing me up there, they were really supportive. The sports scientists up there, you know, gave me all the information I needed. I was able to take my bowling coach, Anthony Clark, up there with me, and he was there just to support me through it. I was tasked with having to replicate what I was reported for in the game, and that was, you know, that fast ball, as the umpires alluded to, and unfortunately for me, it didn't fall within the radar.
Who's your grade club?
Manly.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
That game?
No, just batting.
Too easy.
No worries. Thank you.